That's pretty good.
I'm John Sargent, and I love steam engines. So I've set myself a challenge. I want to see whether it's possible to get all the way from London to Scotland using machines powered by nothing more than steam.
I'm feeling it. This is what I've been after for so many years.
We're getting a lot of attention.
To help me along the journey, I've roped in Doctor Who and All Creatures Great and Small star Peter Davison
Like that. Hellfire.
to share the workload.
Shoveling coal?
Yeah. Perhaps Peter will be better at shoveling.
No, I think John will be better.
And of course, I need someone who knows a bit about steam. And who better than Piglet? A steam genius with years of experience at the North Yorkshire Moors Railway.
Loads of steam, plenty of water. That's what we want.
We're beginning our journey on the Thames in Greenwich,
Gosh, isn't it terrific?
where we'll hitch a ride on the last steam-powered tug.
We're on a living piece of history.
Yeah, it's captivating.
But things don't quite go to plan.
Well, this is not good. They haven't actually started to raise the bloody spans.
We take a 100-year-old car through London's rush hour
Where's the brakes again?
and catch a bus to the final destination on the first leg of our journey, the historic city of Peterborough. It's the first day of our journey, and I've asked the guys to meet me in historic Greenwich, where we're going to be kicking off our trip. For Peter, it'll be a bit of a crash course in all things steam. Now look, the plan broadly is that we go from here to Scotland by steam, right? That's the plan.
I've got some good contacts in the steam world, and hopefully they're going to help us with this adventure, and we'll be able to get some really interesting machines.
So is there a sort of a group just around the country of steam enthusiasts, an elite group of which you are a member?
Absolutely, yeah. There's a large group of people that like restoring steam engines and keeping that heritage alive, and I'm part of that group.
But what do you call yourself? You can't. Are you steam nuts?
I suppose, yeah, steam nuts is probably... Steam enthusiast is normally the term we use.
That's exactly what I need for this trip. Someone who knows all the ins and outs of steam. But I'm a bit worried about Peter. How practical are you, Peter?
I mean, I think I understand the basic principle of steam engines, and I think I could be standing at Piglet's shoulder and be of some use. I had a bit of a reputation for being able to mend most things with a gaffer tape and a bread knife. So I come to this with a certain pride in my bodging expertise. But
Well, that is good. Yeah, I can put a finger in a dike. I'm not sure steam engines and gaffer tape will do it, Peter. But at least we're starting to gel as a team. You can see from here, we've got to go, well, about 400 miles to the border. We've got to just across the border into Scotland.
400 miles.
What's the average speed?
Steam power, yeah, I mean, that's going to take a while. And we're going to boil a lot of water and shovel a lot of coal.
But that's to the border, right? So
We've just got to set foot in Scotland.
it's not mission impossible, is it?
It's fairly close.
Have we absolutely ruled out the possibility of getting on a nice, luxurious train and just sitting there and having a nice time? And breakfast, lunch,
We're not be talking about the romance of
You're right.
steam, the excitement, the adventure.
I agree, too quick, far too quick.
Yeah, I mean, all we've got to do is to work out a really clever, interesting way of getting there.
Yeah,
With the one proviso, steam.
Yeah.
That is it. It's got to be by steam. So it's not going to be easy, is it?
No, I mean, you know, why do it in one day when we can do it in 10? That's what it's got to take.
So that was it. London to Scotland by steam. I was just a little concerned that Peter wasn't entering into the spirit of it all.
This is the start of something big, isn't it?
Isn't it? Just...
But at least Piglet was completely on board, which was just as well, as I'd arranged the first part of our journey. And she was ready and waiting. This is the 90-year-old steam tug Challenge. 110-foot, 250 tons of steam muscle. She'll be taking us on our first leg from Greenwich to Tower Bridge.
Can you imagine how many sort of sea stories, you know, when you're a kid? This is how it starts, isn't it? You're in London Dock, and you're going where? Anywhere in the world you might be setting off from here.
Anywhere in the world.
It could go anywhere in the world. I don't want to need too much reality breaking in on this. This could go anywhere. Look at that.
The Challenge was launched in 1931 and spent her entire working life on the Thames.
Gosh, isn't she terrific? When you look at her, you don't think, oh, it's a steam engine, do you? She doesn't look like a steam engine. In a way, it's kind of familiar. You think, oh, this is just an ordinary tug. And then to find out it's the last steam tug on the Thames, you begin to think, you know, this is a bit of history that we're on.
Your first part of your brilliant planning has worked out really well.
I'm glad we're not on that one. It looks like it's sinking.
Well, look at that, that's awful. Look at that.
So that is the kind of work that this boat did.
Pushing these big
barges round,
yeah.
and moving big ships.
But what's interesting is the design hasn't changed that much, has it?
No, it's all about power. So for the size of boat, this has got a lot of power. It's got a huge propeller, this boat.
Has it?
2-ton propeller wears on this.
Oh,
absolutely.
I'm going to have to handle it, am I?
Well, hopefully not, because that'll remain under the water. If we do see the propeller, there's a problem, right?
Tugs are designed to sit low in the water in order for the propeller to gain as much traction as possible. The Challenge carries 33 tons of water ballast for exactly this purpose.
What a way to start. I love anything like this, you know, the heritage about a boat like this, and it's on the river that it actually started on, you know. This is a Thames steam tug, and here it is, still working.
And you just think of what's come up these waters. You know, you think of the, I don't know, Tudor warships, German bombers in the Second World War. The whole of history is involved, our history. Most of it, somehow or other, the Thames gets involved. And Churchill once said, the Thames is like a silver thread through British history. You know, and that's it, we're on the Thames, we're on the silver thread.
But we don't have time to sit around and take in the magical views. We need to get going. Tower Bridge is opening at 1 o'clock on the dot, and we need to be on time. The first job is to raise the anchor, and rather worryingly, Peter is put in charge.
I need you to turn this that way.
Yeah.
2 revolutions.
2 revolutions.
Yep.
Okay.
And then slowly, when I instruct you to, like I say, if you just watch me, I'll be here.
Okay.
I just need to do that. If I go like that, I need to go quicker.
Yeah.
If I go like that, I need to go a little slower. And then if I go like that,
Yeah.
turn it off.
Turn it off, okay. I've been given the instructions. Whether they've quite locked in my brain and I'll be able to follow them. But oh, here we go.
Oh, sorry, other way.
Ah, you see, that's anti-clockwise.
Meanwhile, I seem to have drawn the short straw, somewhere deeply unpleasant in the ship's bilge.
Oh, that's it. This is all a question of just getting the anchor up, but it should be stacked much more neatly than this, but I don't know, who said I should be doing this?
As I crawled out of the bowels of the ship, I could feel that we were underway. In 1973, after 42 years of service on the Thames, the Challenge was due to be scrapped. But a week before the wreckers' yard got a hold of her, she was saved by the developers of St. Catherine's Dock. They were creating a collection of historic vessels connected to the Thames. Ever since, she's been painstakingly maintained by a team of volunteers, proudly conserving her as a piece of living history.
All right, John. So I've completed my first task, which was putting up the anchor. How are you? I heard you had a bit of a bad time, is that right?
No. It was nice below, you know, very quite well spaced out, and I could relax. You know, that's the main thing. You know, I
rested.
Chill out and enjoy the ride.
Yes, I did. No, I enjoyed the ride. I thought it was, you know, in a way better below decks than up here, you know.
Good.
Ugh, how smug. But I had to let it go. I had somewhere I needed to be.
I'm going to the wheelhouse,
Right, OK.
where the captain is.
Good luck.
The bridge is the nerve centre of any boat.
John, hello. Welcome on to the bridge of the challenge.
Well, am I allowed to touch this?
Yeah, please. I'm hoping you might have a little go.
This was my kind of place, at the wheel of this working piece of history as we made our way upriver. What could possibly go wrong?
Do you want to start going round to port a little bit? So,
All right, a little bit to there.
yeah. So just a little bit more to port, please, John, because you
Yeah.
see we're actually heading more or less straight for those barges there now. What you do not want to do is build up big rates of turn, because that becomes very, very hard to correct.
Quite.
It was going pretty well, and I think Skipper Andy was impressed by my efforts. Meanwhile, down below, Peter and Piglet had met up with Bill, the engineer of the challenge, who was explaining the relationship between the engine room and the bridge.
I just do it on coal down here. We start off with the telegraph,
Yes.
which communicates with the bridge. Without that, I can't move the engine.
Right.
So there's a lot of trust going on here because you're
Very, very
totally
much.
reliant on him up there looking and driving the boat,
Very
and he's completely reliant on you that when he wants to change to the engine speed or direction, you've got to be on it.
You do it without question,
Yeah.
because down here, we don't know where we are, so we have to believe what that thing says.
There's a lot going on.
Isn't there? There's a lot moving there,
Yeah.
isn't there?
You listen to this.
It's like a sewing machine,
It
isn't it?
is, it is like sewing machine.
It's like a bit of music, you know.
Yeah.
Not even Chopin can make something like this.
I mean, that's the thing. If you had a big diesel engine in here, same power to do the same job, we wouldn't be able to stand there and have a conversation, you know.
You can see everything, you can touch it, you can feel it, and you know.
And you can smell it, can't you?
Oh,
And you can
absolutely.
feel the warmth, you can smell the hot oil.
I never expected to be back on something like this at my age.
Up in the nerve centre, we're well on our way to Tower Bridge.
Well, it's quite tense, isn't it? I mean, you sort of feel you make, a couple of minutes of not concentrating, and you're in real trouble.
Incredible to think this boat has faced her fair share of trouble. In the 1940 Dunkirk evacuations, the call went out to anyone with a boat capable of crossing the channel to help. The Challenge was one of those boats. An armada set sail, risking everything to save the stranded troops. It was an extraordinary coming together of people that ultimately saved the lives of thousands. Just being aboard her, remembering her heroic past, I felt a sense of pride.
A sort of thrill goes through you, but also a feeling of just tremendous gratitude to those people who'd risked their lives doing something like that, just like that.
We're on a living piece of history.
Yeah, it's captivating. I don't know why it is. It's the fact that you're being driven by steam, the fact it's a historic vessel,
Yeah.
the fact that no one else is using a steamboat here. Where's Tower Bridge?
The tide was helping us on our way, pushing us up the Thames.
Apparently, this is the first time this tug has been up through Tower Bridge since its working days in the early 1970s.
Gosh.
But all of a sudden, the mood on the bridge has changed.
This is not good. They haven't actually started to raise the bloody spans. Obviously, we've got the tide pushing us up.
Sure.
This is not part of the plan. Raising the bridge has to be scheduled precisely to allow for the flow of London traffic, and it's set for 1 p.m. But the tide has pushed us down the Thames faster than anticipated, and we're early, with no room for manoeuvre. We're on board a 250-ton boat heading straight towards one of the world's most famous landmarks, full of rush hour traffic. We're on the first part of our journey, travelling from London to Scotland by steam. We're heading up the Thames to Tower Bridge, but the strong tide is pushing us towards the bridge before it's open.
Just midships the wheel, please, John.
And there's not enough room to turn the 250-ton tug.
Tower Bridge, London Tower Bridge, with the steam tank challenge.
Okay, a bit of power we could do with.
Then, just as I was about to reach for a life jacket, it started to move.
We've got the bridge opening. We've got the bridge opening.
Yeah, the bridge is opening, yeah.
Shall we go down the front and have a look?
So go on, John. Have a go at blowing the whistle. Give it a good old blow.
Okay.
Listen to where that echoes around the city.
Never been underneath it.
Right, were you about to? We look like we're right in the middle as well.
That was close.
Makes you feel that some things are really matter in life, don't they? Such a tower bridge opening up when you want it to.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Really important things.
Absolute magic. Love it. Smack bang through the middle, Matt's right in the centre, look.
Yeah.
Andy's doing a good job, or it could be John driving if that's his first time.
I'm hoping they wouldn't let John drive.
That's just terrific, isn't it? It's the shadow of Tower Bridge coming over us.
I must admit, it is a great moment. It's certainly for me.
And look at that, Tower of London. Hold on a moment.
I've lived in London for over 50 years, but this was a whole new experience.
It was so exciting, wasn't it? We're heading towards Tower Bridge and it's not opening. That was actually pretty tense.
I guess the tide was pushing us towards the bridge as well, wasn't it?
The tide is pushing us forward. We then had to go into reverse for us not to go into the bridge itself. So once the bridge started to open, that was a relief. You know, think of those films with Robert Mitchum in, you know, the wartime films. It looks as if it's all going to go wrong. Very similar.
It looked quite tight, even with it open like that. I thought you're going to have to go right down the middle.
The trouble was I wanted to ask how much room for manoeuvre we had, but I didn't. I deliberately didn't ask that question as we neared the bridge by saying how much is the gap, because I thought this might be inappropriate.
Yep.
We'd only travelled 5 miles, but we'd completed the first leg of our journey and arrived at Tower Bridge in the heart of London.
I've still got my river legs on. I'm a bit wobbly here.
Yeah, now we're on solid ground.
It's fine.
What a great beginning, though, isn't it?
It's just been absolutely,
really.
Fantastic.
And being right here we are in the centre of London, that's what I like.
Now, of course, I know this area quite well because just over the river there is Butler's Wharf.
Oh, yeah.
Which is now sort of very, very grand flats. But in 1983, it was a deserted warehouse. And that is where I defeated the Daleks.
You defeated the Daleks?
I defeated the Daleks, banished them from the earth.
It did all sound rather exciting, but we're in our own parallel universe of steam. And Piglet had the next stage of our journey in hand.
What is it?
A steam-powered car.
Oh, well done, Piglet. You've surpassed it. How do you get this?
Well, this is my friend Simon.
Piglet, how do you do?
Oh, it's wonderful. This is terrific. Is it your car?
Oh, yes. Stanley steam car.
But it's lovely, though, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Piglet had done well and persuaded his friend Simon to lend us his 1909 Model R 20 horsepower, coffin-nosed Stanley steam car to get us through London to King's Cross railway station. The part he hadn't told us was that he would be driving.
Have you driven any car through London?
No.
Really?
No.
You've not driven any car through London, and we are driving a steam car through central London.
It'll be fine.
Oh dear. Peter's uncovered a possible setback.
The main burner is here. That's the main burner, so you crack her open and puts the fuel into the burner. Foot brake is here.
It's the most important bit.
Yep, there you go. And the reversing is there, so you push that forward to put it in reverse.
He's having a lesson on how to drive a steam car, and we're about to drive through central London in rush hour. This is madness.
I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll be all right.
Have you noticed there are no seat belts, but no doors? Don't give the impression we're frightened, okay? I think that's the key thing. If we start, fear is very contagious, isn't it? So we're gonna have to be just, well, amazingly brave.
Personally, I'm quite glad there are no doors because it means I can jump out if I see anything coming towards us.
All right, well, if you jump out, I'll jump out. How about that?
Yeah, just leave him to it.
Well, that was that. In the absence of seat belts, airbags, any notable safety features, or even an experienced driver, Peter and I at least had our own escape plan if things went pear-shaped.
It's going to be a team effort driving this, because I'm going to be up here. There's no power steering.
Right.
You know, it's all manual brake. No indicators.
No indicators.
So I'm going to need you to help with the indicators.
I'm going to close my eyes.
And with those words and jump for it ringing in my ears, we bravely climbed aboard for the 4-mile journey.
So we're going to King's Cross, St Pancras.
Yeah, King's Cross, St Pancras. Oh,
It moves. Oh, goodness, we're moving.
we are.
Since the heyday of steam, King's Cross has been the main railway station for trains heading north.
Oh, I like that. That sound. Jug, 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 jug.
Don't ask me why, but just being aboard this amazing vehicle feels rather special, and any fear I have evaporates away with the steam.
We're getting a lot of attention.
Yes, it seems to draw
Yeah.
the looks, doesn't it?
I feel like I should be doing a royal wave.
Let everyone know we're coming along.
Oh, I think so. I think I got the idea.
With every mile, Piglet's confidence grew.
City tours, Stanley steam car style.
I even began to forget that this was his first experience of driving in London.
Right, we're now out on the open road. How do you feel?
All right, where's the brakes again?
Until he said that.
It goes.
It does, doesn't it?
It really goes.
Oh, this is great, isn't it? And now here we go into Fleet Street.
Fleet Street was once known across the world as the centre of British journalism.
When I was young, this was the place of my dreams. If I could make it to Fleet Street and work here. El Vino's, that was a famous place where journalists would drink.
Right.
And they would be drinking there because they're waiting for the first editions to come out. So in that period of about 2 or 3 hours, they're getting more and more drunk.
Those were the days.
Were they ever serious contenders? Steam car?
Yeah, they really were, and that's why quite a lot of them have lasted, because as a machine and the performance, they were up there. I mean, you got to think, in 1909, this thing could do like 40, 45 mile an hour. That was fast.
That's it. Put your foot down.
Put my foot down, we're going to go.
Gosh.
So, I mean, when you think 1909 and it cruises round London, absolutely brilliant, isn't it?
Driving through the streets of London, I couldn't help but smile, just imagining years gone by and how this city and the world has changed.
This is the British Museum. Straight into the British Museum and leave the car there.
Coming through, let's make some noise as we...
It was a fabulous way to travel, and we were certainly creating attention, although not making much progress.
Now listen, I've been looking at the map. We've come from Greenwich and we're now on our way up to King's Cross. So we've travelled maybe about 4 miles and we've still got 396 to go. Is that a worry to anyone?
No, not frankly, no.
No, OK.
If we'd not been enjoying it, I could see there'd be a downside. But to me, this is just, well, this is just absolutely wonderful, isn't it?
The capital city, a Stanley steam car. We're cruising around, making people smile, making loads of noise. What more could you want?
Forget electric, go steam.
Exactly.
It's given more people more pleasure than any car journey I've ever taken part in.
It really has
Oh,
given more
it's-
people more pleasure.
Isn't it? It's just absolute captivated people.
And by some miracle, I mean, of course, Piglet's impeccable driving, we made it through London to King's Cross railway station.
And there we are.
Yeah, we made it.
Well done,
Oh, well
Piglet.
done,
That was
Piglet.
brilliant. I've never quite experienced anything like that before. Spreading the love around London. I mean, the smiles on the people's
Terrific.
faces.
Gosh,
And it's a fabulous thing, isn't it?
it is. Oh, it's just, what a lovely car.
Right, what next?
Well, I'm going to see when the next train is.
Right, OK.
Steam train, that is. We'd got off to a decent start, and I was hoping we'd be in Scotland in no time at all.
Where are you going to?
I would like to get a steam train, so from here, it's really the next steam train that's going, and we're ready to go.
It doesn't come up in normal timetable. Let me check it for you. Hold on, let me double check it.
Yeah. I think you put steam in, S-T-E-A-M. I saw him do that. I think that was good. Good sign.
As I tried to organise the train, Peter and Piglet had got the drinks in.
You are beaming with pride after your drive this afternoon, you know that.
It was good. We're here, aren't we? We've made it.
We are certainly here. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers, yeah.
But there was a problem. I thought there'd be lots of steam trains for special events and things like that. But I was wrong.
No, we won't be getting a steam train today.
Really?
No steam train today at all.
Even if we ask really nicely?
You know how hard to get. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. They normally pre-plan well in advance.
Oh, that's not good news, is it? 4 days before the next steam train.
I didn't know how I was going to tell the others.
How did it go? Did you get the tickets?
It didn't go perfectly, you know. We'll get there.
I'm getting a bit nervous, are you? I'm not quite sure he's hiding something here.
Sometimes, even with the most brilliant planner, there's a bit of a shambles. You know, the key thing to remember is there's no rush to finish our drinks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Coming up, we finally make it out of London in style.
This was the pinnacle of steam travel.
But my organising skills have given Peter cause for concern.
What are we doing now?
What are we doing now?
Where is the steam?
Along with my companions, Piglet and Peter Davison, I'm trying to see whether it's possible to get from London to Scotland by steam. But finding a steam train running north from King's Cross had proved harder than I'd hoped.
You can see it in the steam.
But 4 days later than expected, we finally had our steam train.
Oh, this is...
What do you think?
Hey, I like this, John. You have really done well here. I tell you what, you pulled it out of the bag, John. This is absolutely awesome. So, I mean, this is a hugely powerful, fast steam engine built for express passenger work down the West Coast Main Line. 4 cylinders, big boiler. This is going to go like the clappers, this is.
I tell you, that's a signal to get on, isn't it?
I think we do. We need to get on, yeah.
I was excited, and so were the others. But before we boarded, I couldn't resist asking...
Good morning. How are you? Can I blow the whistle? OK, right. Pull this down. Well, that's it, isn't it? That's made my day.
With that, the Duchess of Sutherland was ready to roll, and we took our seats.
Well, what about this, eh? Gosh.
This is luxurious,
isn't it?
This is the way to travel, isn't it?
First class, it says behind you.
First class.
Could be talking about you.
It's a really smooth ride, isn't it? It's really
is.
No, it's very smooth. Very smooth.
I think there's not 100 years of change, is there?
This is what it ought to be like.
Luxury travel.
Things are going downhill, aren't they?
After my slight mishap, it was good to be back on track.
You think of the effort that goes into the whole structure, the bridges, the tracks, but a lot of the routes were the same routes as the canals. The canals were going all over the country. So the motorways now, they follow often exactly the same tracks as the railways, who follow the same as the canals. So, I mean, these great links, aren't they? These great arteries across the country have been the same for 200 years.
And obviously the lie of the land dictates where you run the railways and roads as well, because if there's an easy route, you're going to take it, aren't you? But you still need to link up all the cities.
There's a great romance about railways, but none about motorways. Why is that, do you think?
I know, but in a few hundred years, people say, oh, this was the M1. Yeah.
The conversation was heading off topic, but Peter soon brought us round.
Where does this go?
Well, this particular train goes to Lincoln, right?
Lincoln?
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad.
We're going to get off at Stevenage. because there's a really, really cool collection of heritage vehicles near Stevenage. You'll love it.
Can we not stay on the train till we get to Lincoln? Surely there's something up in Lincoln.
He doesn't get it, does he?
No, we can't just sit here in complete luxury and travel the full length of it.
We can't just sit here and complete luxury.
We can't. What's the fun in that?
All I'm concerned about is that we're at the moment going north, which is good. So I'm just thinking, you know, obviously Scotland is north.
Exactly. Can I just give you a general bit of advice, Peter?
Yes, certainly, John.
Try not to be a compass. Try not to just think north the whole time.
This is what you were going to say then.
I thought he said something rude.
Yes.
We'd finally made it out of London. And what better way to break out of the M25 than aboard the Duchess of Sutherland?
I'm really not sure this is a good idea.
It'll be fine.
We were on the train.
But Peter felt our little group was lacking something.
What's becoming clear to me is that you have taken on the role of planner.
Well, yes.
Brilliant planner, and that's fine. Yeah. And we've got Piglet, who's the expert.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
I think what I would like to be is nudger-in-chief.
Get us more on track.
Yeah. What are we doing now?
What are we doing now?
Where is the steam?
Right, and the answer?
The train had taken us 40 miles north to the town of Stevenage. Piglet had persuaded us to get off to explore one of the world's oldest and most prestigious aeronautical and automotive museums, the Shuttleworth collection.
Oh, look at this. This is wonderful. The world's oldest airworthy British aircraft.
Stunning, isn't it?
1912. So it was found by chance at the back of a barn and largely concealed by a haystack. And it still flies. Isn't that wonderful?
It's wonderful, but it's not steam, John. Can we move on? Steam?
All right, but look at over there, though.
But you can't just gloss over all these incredible machines. Well, it would seem Peter can.
Look at this.
Wow. Look at that.
This is terrific.
Oh, I like that.
The Spitfire always wins.
Doesn't it? I mean, you know, just that iconic shape.
Lysander, fantastic. These are the planes they used to drop spies into occupied France. But you can imagine someone saying, I think we'll use this for spy operations, and some saying, I don't think you will. Of course, this was the one that worked. It actually did the trick.
Yeah.
Landing in a very short distance, then they could take off, and you can imagine the feeling if you were at the end of some assignment, you get into this plane, you think, this will take me home.
They've been distracted by aeroplanes, and I love them dearly, you know, but my job now is to keep them on track. This is the job I've assumed, and they just won't keep on track.
All right, now the plane that wins, the plane that always wins.
Spitfire.
Have you been in one of these?
No, I haven't, no.
All right, I've flown in a two-seater, making a film, of course. But, oh, what a feeling that was. I tell you, there's nothing antique about it when it's going at you, flat out.
John! Piglet!
You may have found something useful.
Maybe a steam-powered plane.
Coming up, we find a 100-year-old steam bus.
And is it fun to drive?
You can't get on a Foden without smiling.
But Peter's at the wheel.
Set to go. Just show me the M1.
We were in Shuttleworth, home to one of the world's best aeronautical and automotive collections. Peter, the newly self-appointed nudger-in-chief, had got wind of a few steam machines.
Combustion engines. No good.
Yeah, no,
Let's move on.
Now we just had to find them.
It's got to be here somewhere.
We'd been directed to the far side of the Shuttleworth estate.
Let's go through this rather little door. Hey, look at this.
Hey, hold on. This is terrific.
This is more like it, isn't it?
Yeah, look at that.
I know this is steam because it's got steam written on the side of it.
Big writing.
I'm Les.
Hi, Les.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm Piglet.
Nice to meet you, Piglet.
All right, looks fabulous.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a 1922 steam bus, as you might have guessed.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
It was built to carry Foden's Royal Brass Band around.
And are you usually the driver?
Yeah, I usually drive this one.
And is it fun to drive?
It is, yeah. You can't get on a Foden without smiling.
So it does run, does it?
Yeah, and we're actually planning on lighting it up today to take it home.
Take it home to where?
Horsham.
I wonder if we could persuade you to go in an entirely different direction.
All right.
Just a little way north.
We were in luck. Les had agreed to a detour that would take us 40 miles north to the city of Peterborough. Rather worryingly, though, Peter was going to be at the wheel.
So it's actually surprisingly easy. You've got your foot brake by your left foot there. You've got your gears here. You've got first gear, neutral, second gear, and then we're in third gear, which is your quickest gear. You've got this valve here that puts live steam into both cylinders.
OK.
And then once you go and shut it, push the regulator forwards until you get to the speed you want.
OK, I have to say I have almost no idea what you're talking about, but...
it will come to you.
You think so?
Yeah.
OK.
I've never driven one of these myself, so, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how he gets on.
You know, if you can operate the TARDIS, you can cope with this sort of thing, I'd thought, quite easily.
Right, well, set to go. Just show me the M1. OK, so I'll put this forward.
Yep.
Oh,
Down into the middle. That's it.
We were off and back on the road.
He's not shaking from here. There's no sign of stress.
No.
No, he looks calm.
He hasn't jumped off. That's the main thing. He's still there.
Jumping out of this would be difficult, wouldn't it?
Yeah, there's no easy route, is there? There's only one escape route out the back.
no. OK, now we're cooking on gas, on steam. We're cooking on steam.
The Puffing Billy, as this steam bus is known, was built 100 years ago. It carried the famous Foden's brass band to functions.
I was just thinking there of the brass band members, you know, they're about to do this and they're about to do that while they're being banged about.
Well, and it was probably even worse because the roads wouldn't have been smooth tarmac like this. So you would have been bouncing around, probably having a trombone thrust into your face.
Yeah.
And, probably quite a few injuries.
Steam buses like this replaced the horse-drawn bus. At the time, it was groundbreaking technology that took away the limitations of the horse. Travelling aboard a bus like this was the first opportunity for many people to leave their villages and travel en masse to other places, like the coast, the first experience of a British day out, something that was completely out of reach before.
He's having a whale of a time.
How did I get myself into this? It's very enjoyable, but how did I get myself into this?
So he is genuinely doing really, really well.
He is.
He's got the traffic to contend with, as well as managing the boiler and all the controls and the steering.
Now he's a hero.
So if you get your foot on the brake ready, just in case you've got to stop. OK.
Peter was doing incredibly well, navigating this 6-ton, 100-year-old bus north, further towards Peterborough.
That's the difference with an old vehicle like this, the brakes. They are much harder. It's mechanical brakes. There's nothing helping you, so it's very physical work.
Up front, Peter still seemed to have things under control.
So I should be signalling.
That's it, yeah, left on signal.
But in the back, things weren't going quite so smoothly.
But it's uncomfortable, isn't it?
It's a bit more bouncy, yeah, but that's them solid tyres, you know. We're only on the springs. But this is on quite a smooth road, you know.
Yeah.
Back in the day, on tracks and cobbled streets, we'd be really hanging on, you know. That's just highlights the importance of the pneumatic tyre.
Yeah.
Real game changer.
By the 1930s, pneumatic or airfield tyres were being introduced to make journeys more comfortable. But the era of the steam bus was short-lived. They gave way to the railways and then, in turn, to the combustion engine. These solid tyres were becoming fairly unbearable in the back, and I wondered whether Peter was having a better time up front.
So what is the longest distance you've driven in this?
So we can quite comfortably, on a weekend, do about 200 miles.
200 miles, wow.
Despite the horribly uncomfortable ride, Piglet's enthusiasm for all things steam was unshakable.
I hope he's getting that dirt under his fingernails and getting that kind of feel of the steam, you know, and getting it in his lungs. And this is the way to get to Scotland, though, isn't it? Maybe not all the way.
Well, it's not the fastest way, but it's not the most comfortable way, but it is a way.
A way.
Despite having picked up a number of admirers, it soon became apparent that I couldn't cope with much more of this, and I'm not sure Peter could either.
I feel like I've done more than my fair share of work today, you know, compared to the others.
Luckily, we'd made it and arrived in the great city of Peterborough. As the sun was going down, it seemed like the perfect place to stop for the night.
Thank you very much, Dave. Yes,
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Peter.
How are we doing?
It's sort of got an inbuilt massage machine in it, but it's not the nicest one, you know?
Well,
Let's have a look at your hands. That's better.
we're very proud of
Yeah,
you.
no.
No, I mean,
It
that's
was-
not minced words.
It was good.
Brilliant. I can't say it was the smoothest ride, but it was the most uncomplicated journey, wasn't it?
No, but we had total confidence in him, didn't we?
Total confidence in you doing this behind your back.
So here we are at Peterborough.
Peterborough, there you go.
OK? Now look at that.
Yeah.
Then look at how far we've got to go.
That's at least 3 inches.
Yeah, but let's put it into miles, shall we? I think it'd be more effective in miles. So that's about 100, and then you go another 100, another 100. We're a quarter of the way through.
We are.
Well, that's pretty impressive,
And
isn't
we've
it?
done very well.
Right, the next part of our adventure beckons.
Next time, I'm set to work on a 75-year-old steam train.
I'm just an ordinary human being, you know. I'm not Superman.
Peter tries to navigate us through the locks of the Grand Union Canal.
Bloody hellfire.
And we take the most inappropriate steam engine through York city centre.
Unwind, 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 unwind.